Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Right. What is the last concept? Mouse over, right? Okay. Online students, is it the screen is visible? Online students can respond in the chat window. All the online students can respond in the chat window. Okay. Right. So let's complete on this, which we have been taking care about in understanding with individual automation scripts here, right? So we need to begin taking care about how we can develop automation script with the help of Selenium. In that, we got the basic program considering the login, logout. After that, we got taking care about Chrome browser and then taking care about verification. Now we need to get understand that how we can perform this particular mouse over activity. As simple as while working with Selenium automation, if you want to automate the functionality of mouse over, how we can automate that particular functionality. Let's see that. So let's understand about how exactly we can automate this particular functionality of mouse over. Right. Now you can see that to get automate, or if you want to get automate this particular functionality, so the very first understanding, what is the meaning of mouse over? Meaning of mouse over: moving the cursor to the respective element. So the meaning of mouse over, we need to mentioning that moving the cursor to that particular respective element based on that particular project requirement or based on that particular test case. We need to understand that how exactly we can perform that particular mouse over. Further, as simple as while working with the Selenium, everything we are taking with the help of predefined methods. Meaning of predefined methods? Meaning of predefined methods defined by the respective language. As simple as need to mentioning that defined by the language. In case of Java, that Java related methods. In case of Selenium, that particular Selenium related methods here. Now you can see that considering this particular mouse over, if you want to perform mouse over, we are using with the method name. What is that method name? What is that method name? Move to element. If you want to perform in a mouse over, we used to using with the method name that will be considering that move to element here. So as simple as we need to mentioning about taking with performing that particular respective action. If you want to perform any kind of action, taking with the help of that particular respective method here. In that, we are taking with the help of method name that will be considering that move to element. Now, as simple as if you want to get access for method, how will get access for method? If you want to get access for method, how will get access for method? We need to taking care about creating with object. If you want to get access for method, we need to taking care about in creating with object here. So we need to create with the object and need to be get access for that particular respective methods here. Now, previously, we are already written with Selenium program, which need to be get create object for that particular respective web driver. Now, you can see that considering that if we get look into this particular one, let's consider this particular previous program. If we look into any of our previous program for web driver, we are already taking with reference. With the help of that, we need to be get access all that particular required methods. In a similar way, let me try with the same method name to perform mouseover. What is the method name we required? To perform mouseover, what is the method name we required? Need to be take with method name is move to element. So let me search with that particular method. If I'm trying with taking with the method name of move to element, did we get that method name of move to element? In the list, we are taking driver reference only. When you're taking the driver reference, are we able to access that method? No. So the problem with the Selenium or Java programming, the concept is we got n number of methods. Is it all the methods are available in one single class? No. So based on that program requirement, either Selenium guys or these particular Java people, they got created n number of the methods. They have been created n number of the methods. All that particular methods, it has been provided in n number of the classes. It's not like all the methods available in one class only. Because of that, when you are doing with the programming, first need to be very clear about what exactly the method has been required. You need to be taking care about what exactly that particular method has been required. That particular method need to be get understood in which class that method is available. Now we can see here, we are trying with the driver reference, but not able to get access that particular method. Because of that, if you want to be get access of this particular method, if you want to be get access of this particular method name of move to element, then you will be using class name. You will be taking with the class name. What is the class name? What is the class name? Actions. Everything is predefined. Everything is predefined only. To perform the mouse over, we are using the method name. That we will be taking with the method name is move to element. For that method, we are taking with the class name actions here. Need to be get create object. That is a common syntax. Taking with class name and then considering the object name equal to new class name. You need to be get taking with class name and then taking with object name equal to new class name here. Okay. Now, with the help of this particular object, you need to be get taking with the method name is move to element. Further, taking with the class name is actions here. Okay. Now, I can say that considering this particular class, in general, how will get access for class? How will get access for class? We need to be get import that package to get access of this particular class. to get access of this particular class. We need to be get import with the package. We need to be get import with the package considering the org.openqa.selenium.interactions.actions org.openqa.selenium.interactions.actions here. So this is what the common syntax have been followed. Requirement is need to be get perform in a mouse over. To perform the mouse over, what is the method name we are using? What is the method name? Move to element. For that particular method name, what is the class name we are using? Actions. What is the package name we are using? We can considering like selenium.interactions.actions. Okay. Now, considering the syntax is okay, but taking with mouse over, as simple as consider automation testing. Meaning of automation testing? Meaning of automation testing? Testing done by the tool. What is the tool we are using? What is the tool we are using? Taking with Selenium. We are using with the tool that will be taking with Selenium here. Now, considering this particular Selenium has to be taking care about. This particular Selenium has to be taking care about in performing all the required things here. This particular Selenium has been taking care about doing all the things. Selenium has been launching the browser. Selenium is entering the URL. Selenium is entering the data. Everything done by the Selenium. In a similar way, this mouse over. Who has to be performed this mouse over? Who has to be performed? Selenium. Selenium has to be performed that particular mouse over. Because of that, you are providing that particular driver reference here. That means this driver, nothing but web driver, we are informing to the web driver to perform an action. What kind of action? What kind of action? Move to element. It has to be perform the action of move to element. Now, it's need to be get performed. As it's need to be get performed, we are adding with the one more method name that will be considering that dot perform. So we need to be get perform that particular respective action that will be taking with the method name is dot perform. You can see here. We need to be get taking care about this particular driver reference here. This particular driver, we are informing that need to be get perform an action. To get perform an action, providing that what kind of action it has to be performed. So what kind of action it has to be performed? Move to element. So it has to be get move the cursor to that respective element. But which element it is? Did we provided the details? You mentioned move to element. Meaning of mouse over? Meaning of the mouse over? Moving the cursor to the respective element. Did we provided that element details? You are using move to element. You are using the method name is move to element. That is okay. But to which element it has to be moved, we are not providing that. So to provide that information, you will be writing the statement considering that driver dot find element. So driver dot find element by dot name ID whatever it can be, whatever it can be, assume that taking with like linked text need to be get provide, that will be mentioning about PIM. So this is how, where exactly the cursor has to be moved, where exactly the cursor has to be moved, we need to be get provide that particular respective element details. So this is what you are considering, that this is what you need to be get mentioning, that taking with syntax of mouse over. If you want to be get perform mouse over, taking with method name. What is the method name? Move to element. What is the class name? Actions. What is the package name? Selenium dot interactions dot actions here. Okay. Just make a note of the syntax. Just make a note of the syntax. Right. Let's say that. So this is what the syntax we need to be get followed in performing with mouse over activity. Now let's see that how we can automate this particular step. Further, you written with the test case steps. What are the steps you written? Yesterday written test case steps. First step is open application. First need to be get open with application. After that, login into application. Once you're done with the login, perform mouse over to PIM menu. You need to be get perform. You need to be get perform with mouse over to this PIM menu. I mean, we need to be get taking with these particular PIM. We need to be get moving the cursor. You are just moving the cursor to this particular respective element. As an example, I'm taking PIM. It depends on requirement. For example, we can considering like this is first mouse over and then second mouse over after the taking with click. It's totally depends on that particular test case steps here. Now, based on our test case step, according to our test case step, we need to be take with mouse over to PIM and then taking with, we need to be get click on add employee submenu. Okay. Now you can see here how exactly we can automate it. I'm just taking with our previous program only, our yesterday program, that verification. In the same program, I'm adding that particular code. We done with opening with application and then login into application. Once we done with login into application, we need to be get taking care about mouse over activity. So to perform that mouse over, what is the method name we record? What is the method name? Move to element. For that method, what is the class name we got? Actions. What is the package name? Selenium.interactions.actions. Now we can see here. Previously, we got all the three packages. These three are a very common packages. These three are a very common packages need to be get import for any program. Now, according to the requirement, we need to be get coming up with importing the required packages. Now, you can see here. Further, we are using one particular package. We are using one more package considering the import interactions here. We are importing with the package that will be considering the import org.openqa.selenium.interactions.actions. Based on that program requirement, need to be get understand what are all the respective packages need to be get imported. Based on that, you are taking with the class name. Based on that, you are taking with the class name. That will be considering the actions here. Taking with the class name is actions and then taking with object name equal to considering the new actions here. So need to be get taking that particular respective class. Now, this particular action What is action we have to perform? What is action we have to perform? Move to element. We are performing with the action of move to element. Who has to be performed this action? Selenium has to be performed this particular action. That will be considering the driver. Selenium has to be performed that particular action. That will be mentioning the driver here. So and then we need to be taking care about having with this particular move to element where it has to be move the cursor. You need to be provide that particular respective object details. To provide that, we need to be identify that particular object. We need to be identify this PAM. Doing with right click and then taking with inspect. Once you done with the inspect, you can refer this highlighted one. If we look into this highlighted one, any name option here? In this highlighted one, is there any name option? No. Any ID option? Any class option? What is the class option? Drop current. So we got that class option. But in general, we are not preferring for this application as we got in a class is duplicate. We are not preferring to work with the class. So other than that, we are taking with XPath or any other options we can try apart from all that particular things. For now, here, able to see anchor tag, having the anchor tag or not. This is we can considering like parent tag. For this particular parent, this is we can consider as a child tag. This is we can consider like a parent. For this particular parent, you can considering as a child. Now this particular one, you need to have anchor tag. As we are having with the anchor tag, this child node also we can try with linked text. If it is working, okay. If not, you need to be try with another technique here. So everything trial and error only. Just will see that if working, okay. If not, we'll be taking with the help of another option here. Okay. Now you can see here. So considering that writing with the statement, mentioning that driver dot find element by dot, it will be taking with link text. By dot, it will be taking with link text. You need to be provide that particular link text here. So this action need to be performed. This action need to be performed. Because of that, we are using with the method name. What is that method name? Dot perform. We need to be perform that particular respective action that we will be taking with dot perform here. Okay. So this is what you need to be taking care about in implementing with mouseover. So once this particular mouseover has been done, for the confirmation, we are printing with the statement. For the confirmation, we are printing with the statement, which will be saying that mouseover completed. We are printing with the statement considering that mouseover completed. After that, we need to be taking care about. So after that, we need to be taking care about to see that whether it has been done or not. We need to be provide that particular respective wait statement. So we need to be provide that particular respective wait statement. Once you done with mouse over, what is the next step you written? Your touch case step. Click on click on add employee submenu. This is just taking with click activity. So this is just will be taking with the click activity. Now we can see that considering that taking with inspect, which again taking with this particular link text option only. This parent node, as we got an anchor tag, we can try on that, which will be taking with that particular add employee. Okay. So now you can see that we need to be get mentioning that writing that particular code. Performing the click activity is a common thing. We need to be get mentioning that driver dot taking with find element, driver dot find element by dot it will be taking with link text here. So link text of what exactly the text is there, providing that add employee dot using the method name. What is the method name? Taking with click, and for the confirmation printing with the statement considering that clicked on submenu. And after that we need to be get provide that particular respective wait statement. We need to be get provide that particular respective wait statement that will be considering that thread dot sleep. We need to be get provide the respective wait statement. This is how we need to be get taking care about with the syntax that will be considering that performing with mouse over. Now just see the whole program here. If we get look into this whole program, you got imported all the required packages, created with class, provided all the required test data, created main method, and then opening the application, entering with URL. So verifying with the title, doing the login. Once login is done, again verifying with the title and performing mouse over. Once we done with the mouse over, we need to be get clicked on submenu. So doing that particular logout and closing with application. Now we can see here how exactly it will be working. Let's run that particular program. And you can see that how exactly it is working. It's need to be get taken care about in performing that particular respective mouse over activity here. So as simple as the whole Selenium automation, it will be followed with the same thing. Based on that program requirement, based on that particular program requirement, we need to be get understand that what are all the steps need to be done. According to that particular step, you need to be get taking care about in developing that particular respective automation scripts here. Now we can see that once that program has been executing, we need to be able to see that in performing that particular respective mouse over activity. Let's see that it's need to be get run that program. Let me run. Okay. Let's see that it's need to be get taking with that particular login, and it's need to be get perform that mouse over. Not clicked on it. Just 1 minute. Okay. This is not log out, right? Oh. So just see that we need to be get taking with this is mouse over and clicking on this particular what we have been done here. Log out. Okay. Now we can see the whole program. First we need to be get performing mouse over. Once we done with the mouse over, we need to be get click on that sub menu. Once we got click on that particular sub menu, after that we will be taking with log out here. Okay. So let's see that how exactly it is working on it. So as simple as we are trying to get understood in automating with the functionality of mouse over here. So we need to be get able to see that to automate that functionality of mouse over. So which need to be get launching with the browser, entering with the URL, doing the login. Need to take mouse over to PIM. After that, click on add employee sub menu, taking with the logout and closing with application here. So we are printing all that particular respective statement, mouse over completed and clicked on sub menu. If you want, just let me run with the program once again. Just I'm executing with the program. I can see that. So we need to begin execute that particular program. So that it will be taking with launching with the browser, entering with the URL, doing with the login, taking with mouse over, click on sub menu and log out and close the application. So this is how we need to be taking care about in working with mouse over. As simple as while working with Selenium automation, while working with the Selenium automation, we need to be get comfortable how we can automate each and every particular functionality. So for now, we got understand about a very basic concepts here that we will be taking with login, logout. In that program, you got understand about working with the text boxes and then taking with working with text boxes and then taking with mentioning about button and then taking with links here. And after that, we need to be get work with Chrome browser and then taking with verification and then taking with mouse over. In a similar way, we need to be get understand that another important concept. So just take with the heading is frames. Take with the new heading. Take with the new heading is frames. Having a new heading is frames. Right. Having a heading is, let's have a heading is mention the frame and make a note of this particular description. Having a main heading is frames and make a note of that particular description. Online students also having a heading is frames. Under that, make a note of that particular description. Okay, that's done. After that, mention that how to identify the frame, how to identify the frame, and mention that these particular description. This description and these particular steps up to this. Mention that how to identify the frame, how to identify the frame, that particular description, and then taking that methods. Just mention that how to identify the frame, that particular description, and then mention that particular methods. Make a note of up to that highlighted one. Done? Okay. Right. So let's understand that what exactly mean by this and how we need to begin implement this particular one. So previously we got understand like mouse over, verification, text boxes, buttons and links. In a similar way, we need to begin understand about how we can work with this particular frames concept. Let's understand what exactly mean by this and why this frames has been came into the picture. Let's see that. So the first understanding, if we consider with automation testing, on which basis we need to develop automation script. If we take with automation script, on which basis we need to develop automation script? Based on manual test cases. Based on manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to be get we need to be get start developing with automation script. So this you need to be get mentioning about taking with developing this particular automation script by referring manual test cases. By referring manual test cases, you need to be get develop automation script. Developing the automation script, you need to write that program. The meaning of developing the automation script, you need to be get write your automation program. Once you develop that particular automation script, will take care about in doing with execution. Once you got developed that particular automation script, you will get taking care about in executing it. Once you got executed, either that automation program need to be working fine or it has to give an error. As simple as you have been started practicing with the program. You are writing the code and you will execute it. Once it got executed, either that particular program will be working fine or it's need to be given a error here. Now, if the program has been working fine, the terminology we can consider in that pass. If the program has been not working fine, we can consider in that fail. So the one we can consider in that pass and one we can consider in that fail. As simple as we are referring with manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to be develop automation script. Once you develop automation script, you are executing. Once it got executed, either that script need to be passed or need to be get failed. If that particular script has been working fine, we need to be get considering that pass. In case of pass, no issues at all. Just will be taking with the help of another manual test case, and again it will continue developing the automation script. It will execute it. It will see that working or not. If it is working, it will consider as a pass. As it has been passed, it will take with another test case. Assume that in case of fail, now you developed automation script. You got executed. That script has been not working, considering as a fail. In case of fail, what need to be done? In case of fail, what need to be done? If your automation program is not working, you will report the bug. Don't be confused. First, we are referring manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, you are developing with automation script and then executing. Once your automation script has been executed, if that particular automation script has been working fine, considering as a pass, not working, fail. In case of fail, in general, two reasons will be there. Whenever automation script has been failed, taking with two reasons here. The one you can considering the functional issue. The one you can considering that functional issue. Another one you can considering that script issue. Another one you can considering that script issue. Your automation script may fail because of two reasons. One is functional issue, another one is script issue. Meaning of functional issue. Manually itself not working. Meaning of functional issue. Functionality issue. Manually itself, that functionality is not working. Manually itself, that functionality is not working. Then you need to be get. Then you will be taking care about bug reporting. This bug reporting manual process, it's not like by using the Selenium you are reporting with the bug. In case of manually itself is not working, you need to be go with bug reporting. So because of that, when you guys are taking the practice, if your program is giving an error, at what line it is giving an error, at what particular step it is giving an error, you need to be get look into that. So for that, you need to be get cross-check that. For that particular one, you need to be get cross-check that. So what exactly that issue is. Manually itself is not working, then you will be taking with bug reporting. Assume that it will be taking with considering that manually working fine. So manually it is working fine, having the script issue only. In case of script issue, you need to be get resolved. To resolve that, you will try with different solution. To resolve that, you will be trying with different solutions. In that, the one you will be taking with wait statement. In that, the one you will be considering that wait statement. Another one. So the one you will be taking with wait statement. If this is working, you tried with the solution of wait statement. If the script is working, no issues. In case of that wait statements are not working, then you need to be try with object identification. So that object identification, how many types of techniques? 8 types here. So you may try with different techniques. You need to be try with different techniques here. In case of this object identification, also not working, then you will be taking with the concept that you will be taking with frames. As simple as you need to resolve that script issue. To resolve that particular script issue, you are taking with the help of different type of solutions. In that, one you will be taking with wait statement, if not object identification, if not taking with frames. But related to frames, directly we cannot write in a code. Related to the frames, directly we cannot write in a code. You need to be confirm. Frames are available or not. Before writing with the code related to the frames, in that application, frames are available or not. Need to be confirmed. So how we can confirm that frames are available or not? How we can confirm that frames are available or not? Let's see that. To confirm that frames are available, then you need to be to confirm that frames are available or not, you need to be navigate to failed step. You need to be navigate to failed step here. So at what particular step it has been failed, you need to be navigate to failed step. Once he got navigate to failed step, doing with right click activity. So doing with right click activity. Once you done with the right click, what is option you will get? Once you done the right click, what is option you will get? Inspect, which you will be taking with inspect. Once you click on that inspect, which you will be getting with HTML code. So once you got that particular inspect, you will be getting with HTML code. Now, in this particular HTML code, you need to be in that particular HTML code, you need to be taking care about searching with the tag name, considering that iframe, or taking with tag name, considering that frame. You need to be taking with one particular tag name, considering that iframe or frame. To confirm that frames are available. First navigate to failed step. Once you got navigated to failed step, you need to be take with right click and using the option is inspect. From there, you will get HTML code. In the HTML code, what you will search? iframe or frame. If you are able to see any one tag name, not required both. not required both. If you are able to see any one tag name, then you can confirm that, frames are available. Once you confirm, frames are available. You need to write in a code to enter into the frame and need to write in a code to exit from the frame. Handling the frames is nothing but need to enter into frame or need to exit from the frame. To get enter into the frame. So considering that to get enter into the frame, you will be using method name. We are using the method name. Considering that switch to dot taking with frame. So the one you will be considering that if you want to get enter into the frame, to get enter into the frame, you are using the method name is switch to dot frame. In a similar way, you are taking with exit to take exit from the frame. To take exit from the frame, you need to mentioning that switch to dot default content. Switch to dot which need to mentioning about taking with default content. So these two methods which has been used to get handled with the frames. So as simple as for the first time you are not involving in the frames here. Taking with manual test case. According to the manual test case, you need to develop automation script. Once you develop automation script, you need to get executed. In case of pass, no issues. In case of fail, taking care about bug reporting. So need to taking care about that fail, not like this particular manual step has been failed. Directly you are not going with bug reporting. First you are confirming that is that functional issue or script issue. In case of functional issue, what is the meaning of functional issue? Manually itself not working. The meaning of functional issue, manually itself is not working. That will consider functional issue. In case of manually itself is not working, what we have to do? Need to go with bug reporting. Assume that manually it is working, but in case of execution, so having the issue with the script only. In case of having the issue with the script, you need to try with the different solution that will be taking with wait statement. You need to try with the solution. What is the first solution? Wait statement. If it is working, okay. If it is not working, what is another solution? Object identification. So in case of this is also not working, then you will be taking with frames. So while working with the frames, we need to get confirmed that these frames are available or not. To confirm that frames are available or not, you need to search with the tag name. What is the tag name? iframe or frame. In case of, if you are able to see any one tag name, then you can confirm that frames are available. Once you confirm that frames are available, you need to write in a code in handling that particular frame. So to handle that particular frame, To handle that particular frame, you need to enter into frame and then taking with exit from the frame. To enter into the frame, what is the statement? To enter into the frame, what is the statement? Switch it to dot frame. To take exit from the frame, switch it to dot default content. So these two methods has been used. These two methods has been used in handling with frame. Okay. But apart from all these particular things, what exactly mean by frame? What exactly mean by frame? Now we can see here. This is, you can consider one particular web page. This is, you can considering that one particular web page. All the menu options will be there. Inside of that, you will be taking with one more sub menu, which you will be taking with one more sub menu. So here you will be taking with one more sub menu. So here you need to be taking care about, you need to be having with that particular respective menu options. Now we can see here. This is what you will consider. Web page. This is you can considering like web page. Under the web page, you got a subform. Under the web page, you got a subform. This is you can consider subform, or it can be considering as a frame. It depends on developer. Based on that particular developer, it can be designed as a subform or it can be designed as a frame. In case of it has been designed as a frame, Selenium directly it cannot communicate with the frame. Because of that, we are writing the statement. What is the statement? Switch it to dot frame. So we are informing to the Selenium to switch it to frame, then perform the actions here. So this is what the hierarchy you need to be followed while taking with frames concept. So we'll take example, then you will get clear picture. For now, some confusion will be there. Tomorrow we'll get the clear picture. So tomorrow we'll write with the program. Then you will understand all the details here. So in the meanwhile, just take care about practice of all our previous program. So just take care about practice of all that particular previous program. By that, all further things will make it easy. So tomorrow we'll complete with the frames concept and then you will be taking with new things here. Okay? Just take care about the practice. Okay? Carry on. Thank you. Online students having the questions, you can wait. ఈ మంత్ అవుతుంది సేమ్ టైం కా 4 PM కా 2 PM ఎప్పటి నుంచి అమ్మా 16th ఈ మంత్ పడుతుంది. Yes, guys. Online students, if we have any questions, you can carry on.
Hi, sir. Hello,
Right.
sir.
Okay, guys. If we don't have any questions, we'll take an exit and we'll take. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yep. Carry on.
Uh, Sir, I'm not able to access Google Classroom link.
Google Classroom link, I will not be having it. You need to check with the management team only because I don't have an option of that. Okay.
I asked the admin, but they told me I have to register in class.
But then what you're doing for these many days then?
Sir, Google Classroom link is not accessible right now.
I think maybe it has been full also. You have that code is there, Google Classroom code?
No, but I have links, sir.
You can use that link then.
But
Not working?
sir, it's not accessible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just ping in the chat window. I'll try to give the meeting ID.
Okay, sir. Email ID, sir.
No, in the Zoom chat window.
ID.
Yeah.
Sir, I sent.
Yeah, I given.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Take care about the things. Meet you tomorrow then. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone.
స్క్రీన్ టెస్ట్ ఎప్పుడు పెడతారు సార్? హలో